there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Up the middle.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bears nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Here's Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Hundley. And that is incomplete here. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
11-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
26 Switch.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. They'll look to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
For the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jared Davis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The 20-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Hundley. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Jeff.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Hundley. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So,
touchdown, Detroit! Kerryon Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now an option play on second down. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
The first down carry here for Johnson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Carry on Johnson. 60 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Prater lining up for the point after.
Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
It went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now we're... And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
82 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, That big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36.
All you got to do is look
And
it
they
up.
will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 42.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 26 mark, we got it.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
26 mark.
Here's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
On the carry.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Lions.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
26 mark.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Scarborough. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pick up at 2. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 49, Bears 28. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley, he's going to take another shot here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Hundley. Gets by him at the 25. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Going for it all. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 49.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
To kick off.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 42 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score Lions 56, Bears 35.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming for you, Mike. 36.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney.
26 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. First throw now for the backup Allen. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43.
That's what it is, man.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought down.
3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 7-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
On the coverage.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Lions 56.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Lions, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.